Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss some theories and speculation I have on the brand new Horizon Zero Dawn DLC that was revealed at E3 this year, titled The Frozen Wilds. But before I get into that, I want to issue a spoiler warning. If you have not finished the story of Horizon Zero Dawn, watch this video at your own risk. There are going to be massive spoilers for the story, especially towards the ending of the game. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the obvious things first. The Frozen Wilds DLC brings us into the northern territories of the Banuk tribe. I'm really excited about this because the Banuk were underexplored in the first game. They didn't have a whole lot of culture or backstory, they were just really there, and I'm glad we're going to actually explore them and see what life is like in their homeland. And also, their homeland. Not only is it gorgeous, but based on the fact that Horizon takes place roughly in Colorado and Utah, heading north from the Karja territory means that you would be going into Wyoming. Specifically, Yellowstone National Park. If you don't believe me, take a look at these two images side by side. One is from the real Yellowstone National Park, and one is from the trailer for the Frozen Wilds. But my speculation lies solely around the mysterious and ominous mountain seen in the trailer and the possible antagonist we could be seeing in this DLC. In order to explain this, I'm going to have to cite some points from the base game. Towards the end of the story, maybe about second or third mission from the final mission, Aloy ventures inside Aletheia 9, or the Sacred Mountain. Inside, she finds a message from Gaia. In this message, Gaia says that she received a data transmission of unknown origin. This transmission then began to reprogram all of her subordinate AI functions into highly chaotic, sentient entities in and of themselves.
3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
Hades then began to disconnect or remove the other subordinate functions from Gaia's control. Gaia mentions that these AIs are escaping and doesn't know where they are going.
In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where?
But at the same time this was all happening, Gaia decided to create Aloy from a genetic imprint of Elizabeth Sobek. Since Aloy and Elizabeth would have the same DNA, this would allow Aloy to enter all of the same facilities Elizabeth could enter back when she was alive.
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia.
So basically what I'm saying is that when Aloy is watching this message from Gaia, the message was actually recorded 19 years ago, which means all of these AIs going haywire happened almost 2 decades from the time we're seeing the message. Now I hope I didn't confuse any of you right there, but I'm going to go back to the part about the AIs escaping. I strongly believe this is how Hades wound up in the corpse of an ancient metal devil. And if Hades wound up inside of ancient wreckage, it's quite possible that some of the other AIs wound up in similar places. Perhaps inside this mountain there is an ancient ruin or some kind of technology that could have been possessed or inhabited by another one of the AI functions. I believe the AI we will be facing in the DLC is Hephaestus, the subordinate function responsible for the cauldrons and production of Gaia's robots. Now my only evidence to support this is the fact that for a few seconds in the trailer we can make out the silhouette of a new machine. And if new machines are present, it's very likely that Hephaestus is involved. But Hephaestus being inside the mountain provides no explanation for the abnormal storm cloud that surrounds the peak of the mountain itself. Fear not, I have a theory for this as well. As we've seen from Horizon Zero Dawn, the game takes inspiration from things in the real world, exaggerates those things, and then showcases how it could possibly lead to the downfall of humanity. Sure, robotics in real life are nowhere close to being as advanced as the robotics seen in the game, but I think that's part of the game's charm. It mixes fact and fiction in a very believable way. My reason for bringing this up is to let you guys see how Guerrilla Games has taken things from the real world and then implemented them into a fictional lore very well. And right now in the real world, the military is testing a technology that would allow them to manipulate and control the weather. You can look this shit up, I'll have a link in the description below. My theory for the storm cloud is that Guerrilla Games is aware of this technology and decided to implement it into the lore of Horizon. Let's say the military of the old world perfected this tech and some of it was left inside the mountain for whatever reason. Perhaps this is the piece of tech that Hephaestus inhabits ever since it was separated from Gaia's control. Maybe there's a secret testing facility inside the mountain and that's where this tech was being held. Whatever the case, I'm really excited to play this DLC. I actually already have it pre-ordered. I went on the PlayStation Store and pre-ordered it the day after it was announced. I think it's on sale for PS Plus members, by the way, just in case you're interested.
Just do it!
I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider supporting me on Patreon so we can avoid YouTube's horrible ad policy, and I can keep producing content for everyone to enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe for more Horizon Zero Dawn content. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you next time.